longest reigning tag team champions, I believe, in the fairly recent annals of Wildside history. Todd Sexton and Masada. But in the past few months, the team of Jay Fury and Nick Halen have impressed everybody who has seen them in action and have made their way up the tag team championship ladder to the point that they're getting their shots at the titles here tonight on this episode of Wildside.
Well, they've already faced the Texas Death Club in non-title action, and they did go down in defeat. But this is a good, young, and growing tag team. They're gaining experience match by match, and maybe just tonight is going to be their night, Steve. Halen and Fury now in the ring here with the Texas Death Club. The titles are on the line, but the TDC have been a dominant tag team champions. Hard hitters, brutality, that is what they specialize in. That is what they're going to go after here in this matchup. They're going to try to bully Halen and Fury around.
Well, good luck, frankly, because the team of Fury and Halen, as Gordon Solie used to say, they're not quick, they're sudden. And in the space of 3 seconds, so much can change, and we've seen more than a few upsets in recent days here at NWA Wildside. Perhaps tonight is another one of them.
Definitely action in the ring, full Nelson. Todd Sexton trying to break it. Halen continually locking the fingers, and he doesn't have a lot of leverage advantage here, but it shows the fortitude and guts that he's got. Sexton, the more experienced, takes a single leg up and over with a cartwheel, taunting Fury there. As we know, the gymnastics are definitely his specialty. Good clothesline there. Halen really has Todd Sexton reeling. Very impressive to see the youngster have a guy with much more experience. He rocked him. He sent him out of the ring.
And interestingly, Nick Halen was doing it with power moves, not with aerial tactics. The strategy of the team of Fury and Halen is already a brand new one, and that's obviously not something the TDC had anticipated. It's certainly something that you and I had either.
Well, you want to talk about the cleanup hitter of the Texas Death Club. This big Masada is the man. Todd Sexton is a great mat technician, and he can get nasty if need be, but this guy is nasty 100% of the time, 24 hours a day. One of the most vile human beings I've ever met here in the locker room. He's just obnoxious, he's grotesque, the F-bomb drops every other word. He's not that friendly of a guy. Not somebody you want to take around your family for sure.
Anybody that has Charles Manson depicted on his tights, frankly, is not a friendly guy.
Halen and Fury taking down Masada, using the quickness to their advantage, overcoming the brutality. Lateral press. Barely
that pair of shoulders leveled Masada. And this stark-raving nutcase from Waco seems to be a bit altered by the attack of Fury and Halen. An arm drag from Halen, one in kind from Masada. And Masada's now having to resort to, get this, pro wrestling.
Masada takes the headlock there on Jay Fury. Fury was flip-flopping amazing there against Masada all over the place, and Masada couldn't get a hold on him. He decided the basic side headlock was the way to go. Now it's broken. Leapfrog by Fury. Duck of a clothesline by Masada. He's got him. Masada tries to tangle him up there. Belly-to-belly suplex, amateur style. And a 2 count yet again.
And Masada going for a bit of a collegiate wrestling strategy here. Both these teams seemingly rewriting their own books.
Single leg takedown there by Jay Fury. Full quebrada, lands on his feet. Sweeps the leg. Beautiful quickness by Fury. Watch this guy go. Rotation senton.
Somersaulting right in the midsection of Masada.
Nitro Nick Halen in the ring. Double axe handle on Masada. The team of Fury and Halen are really working well together in the early goings of this tag team championship matchup. And that's not the only tag team action we've got here for you folks tonight. 6-man tag team in your main event, the NWA Elite against the team of Slim J, Murder One, and Gabriel still to come. Boots there to the midsection by Masada, taking Nick Halen down. Off the ropes he goes, taking out Fury in the process, and a double baseball slide crushing the face of young Nick Halen.
And interestingly, they made sure that Jay Fury was out of the picture too. The offensive tactics, however ruthless and borderline illegal as they are, they're ready to be paying dividends against the challengers. Jay Fury and Nick Halen as Todd Sexton hurdles Nitro Nick Halen in on that bottom rope.
Texas Death Club using the rules and bending them in their favor here. But Nick Halen still showing that he's got to fight. Not ready to call this one in. Goes up for a Hurricane Rana, not the best maneuver at this juncture in the contest. Right into the corner of the Texas Death Club. He's got him Boston Crab. Baseball slide to the back of the skull. And now, what the heck is this gonna be? Oh! Hot shot onto the apron.
Boy, Todd Sexton dropping Nitro Nick Halen face first on that apron. I might point out that it is lined with steel. And Todd Sexton with that ridiculous Karate Kid thing. What year is this?
Nick Halen goes hard into the guardrail. And the Texas Death Club resorting to the underhanded tactics. So you saw there when it went toe-to-toe, it was actually Halen and Fury that had the upper hand.
Unfortunately, Jay Fury is contributing to the maladies presently suffered by his tag team partner, Nitro Nick Halen. If Jay Fury is able to keep his passion somewhat curtailed, perhaps Nitro Nick can get some dividends. Oh my goodness, a fist right to the face of a charging Nick Halen.
Sexton knocked the daylights out of Halen. Definitely a closed fist. Posey with the warning. There's a knee drop. 2 count. Close to a 3, but not quite.
One of the best drop kicks in the business. The technician, Todd Sexton, putting a pair of boots right in the face of Nitro Nick Halen, and these challengers seemingly having their hands full with the Wildside Tag Team Champions, the Texas Death Club.
Texas Death Club going to that mosh pit offense. Pure brutality now. The wrestling moves are out of the way. It's closed fist all the way to the side of the head. And Mike Posey admonishing yet again.
Good luck. Waste your breath there, Mike.
Well, he's got the right to disqualify. We don't want to see that in this sort of matchup, but the rules are the rules. And Posey's there to enforce them. Masada now spinning right on the knee.
Well, I don't think Mike Rotunda had that in mind when he came up with that maneuver. Certainly in the days of Mid-Atlantic wrestling in the mid-'80s. And Masada just shoving Nick Halen into that corner. A big thunderous chop across the chest. And Nitro Nick is in dire need of the tagging hands of Jay Fury. Halen desperately trying to slap his way out of a bad predicament and seemingly working. And Nick Halen.
Tornado DDT out of nowhere.
Not something that Masada had anticipated, and I think Nitro Nick Halen is as surprised as anyone. And Halen needs desperately to tag Jay Fury only a few feet away. In comes Sexton, and in comes Fury.
Jay Fury in the ring. Right hands of plenty, sending the Texas Death Club into a frenzy here. Scooping a slayer by Fury. Drop kick, he's all over the place. Drop salt into a moonsault on Sexton. Amazing. Masada breaks the pinfall. Fury is phenomenal. And that's not a word you throw around in NWA Wildside, but he is.
That he is, and this is just the beginning of Jay Fury's career. Imagine how good he is if he stays injury-free for the next few years.
Masada goes for a big wall, look at that. Fury up and over the back of Masada into an amazing German suplex.
Masada dropped on his head. Sexton firing back with forearms.
Posey trying to restore order here. Make sure the legal man is in the ring. Series of reversals. Whoa! Top rope drop kick from Nick Halen.
I believe Nick Halen is the legal man.
To a over-the-shoulder flatliner, knee to the base of the spine there by Sexton. Halen off the ropes. Goes for the rocker dropper. No! Sexton turns it around completely. Looks him in the sharpshooter. He's got him in the sharpshooter. And he's a long way away from the ropes.
And Jay Fury had to kick the stew out of the head of Todd Sexton, thwarting that sharpshooter. Nick Halen on top of Sexton. Oh, only a 2.5 count.
Fury threw one of those lethal kicks to the face of Sexton. It was enough to break the sharpshooter, and he's still feeling the effects of it. Fury now back into the ring to deliver a little more where that came from. Irish whip reversal. Backslide on one half of the tag team champions, but Masada's in. Fury has no clue. And right, oh no, he's got him right, oh no. Right to the double penetration. champions retain.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and still the NWA Wildside Tag Team Champions, Masada and Todd Sexton, the Texas Death Club.
Not just a noble effort.